All right. Well, we are live, and I've faced some mild criticism in the past that I call these fireside chats, and yet I don't have any fire by my side. So I have fireside. It is literally, not literally, but it's fire. So there you have it. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Interdimensional. You could call this the Flipside Fireside. Yes, I could. That might be something that we do on future ones. That's actually a pretty cool, I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, Sam and Chad, Zexto is here. Good to see you. Good to see you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are happy. I now have fire. It's a little too bright in here. I could, I guess, here, let me see if I can maybe do this. Those, don't judge me. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe that'll still have light in here, but maybe it'll, see, I just don't want it to be too dark. There you go. See? They're candles. It works. Those are electric candles. Yes, don't judge me. You wanted fire, I gave you fire in a safe way. So there, you have it. Fireside chats. Are you happy? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. Luke is here. Hello, Luke. Good to see you, buddy. Luke is from Love Thy Nerd, a great group of guys and gals that travel to conventions and will help you run your booth. And we try to make sure that we do a good job doing it. So that is that. There ain't no flames in those. They're LED lights. But you could also call it table talk, or just ignore the nitpickers. Yeah, I don't like that table talk. I don't know. I guess that's not a bad name. I like fireside chats. It gives that homey feel to it. And now we have fire-ish. What's up, Sam Wise? Hello, Chad. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I have fire. I have safe fire. There is far too much wood and cardboard in this room to light any kind of real fire. So I can't do a real fireside chat. The screen on my iPad is busted. So I can't use that either. It's cozy. Yes. See? That's what I'm going for. Upsize fun. You get me. Thank you. Love the fire for what it's worth. See? That's what I'm talking about. Just pre-ordered Arcs from Letter Games, or Leader Games, I guess is how you might pronounce it. Have you had a chance to check that game out? No, I have not, but we will do that after I get through the 10 that I've picked for today. These are just 10 games that I've, kind of caught my eye here recently, and I just wanted to talk about them a little bit. We're not going to spend too much time. And then later on, if you're still here, Chad, bring that back up, Arcs from Letter Games, and we'll take a look at it at the end. So I'll have to send you a pic of my fireplace, quote unquote. Yes. We didn't start the fire. Just give us a smolder every now and then, and we should be good. That's not a very good smolder, but that's like the people's eyebrow. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know that the LED fire is significant improvement over fire and axe in the background, as pointed out last time. Well, again, I am trying to just cover all the bases, right? So I've got fire in the background. I've got modern fire. Let's call it modern fire, because it technically does give off some warmth. It's just not flammable, as it were. 10 out of 10. Boom. There we go. LOL. All right. All right. So thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. I'm liking how many people have already showed up, and I'm very humbled, very thankful for that. You guys taking time out of your day to spend time with me as I yak about is a cool thing. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We are going to get started. I do have, so basically what I've done is I just picked 5 Kickstarter campaigns that are currently running. The first one is going to be the one that is ending very soon. I'm actually looking at it right now, and it is 19 hours to go. So it's less than a day to go. And if it piques your fancy, if it piques your interest, you should go and check it out ASAP, because this time tomorrow it will be done and over with, and you'll have to wait for the late pledge if it is something that you'll want to look further into. But there you have it. Whoa, don't look at them. Your beard gets dangerously close. That's funny. You planning on making it to Grand Con again this year, end of August? I know it will be kind of hard because it's the same month as Gen Con. Chad, I don't know yet. It depends on how things work out. There are a couple of things that are in the works right now that I have to wait until they have reached fruition before I can say a definitive yes or no. I will say this: if that weekend is free, I will be very open to coming back to Grand Con. I enjoyed myself last time. I enjoy supporting Brian, the organizer, and it was a great time. So I have no reason not to come back. I'll put it that way. So we'll have to wait and see how those other things come into fruition. This stream is dangerous. I want them all. Okay, that's one of the things we want to talk about. Thank you for bringing that up. Does Jessie know you're using her candles? No, she does not. But I did have to use some of my rechargeable batteries because they were just left on from Christmas. So, you're probably going to tell her anyway. I'll let her know. I'll tell her, maybe. Okay, so thank you for saying that, Luke. I do want to mention that. One of the things that I'm not going to do on this Fireside Chat and any other Fireside Chat that we talk about crowdfunding projects, I do not want to further FOMO for anybody. Do not want to do that. These are just things that I found that they're projects that I'm interested in. Please don't consider this an endorsement or even a nudging to go back these. This is just stuff that I found interesting. What I'm doing here is I'm basically just trying to further educate myself on the things that are coming out. I can't back everything. No way possible. Now, with that being said, I did back a couple of these things that we're going to show you. I might back a couple of the others. I don't know, because it really depends on funds. And honestly, I had to use, well, I didn't have to. I don't want to say that. I used a credit card to back a couple of these things. I don't normally do that. And I won't normally do that. So with that being said, I do not want anybody to come away from these talks with any kind of FOMO at all, because that's not what I'm about. I don't want to push anything like that. I'm just trying to educate myself on these things because I think they're bigger projects, and I think they're going to make a splash. How big the splash is, who knows, right? So I do want to talk about them, though, because it's part of my educating myself. It's part of me kind of trying to keep my finger on the pulse. I can't live vicariously through JT all the time. It's just not. I mean, he has so many things, and he is really, as far as this channel is concerned, he would be the better person to talk about crowdfunding projects. But he's got his own 9-to-5, so he can't do stuff like this during the day. So again, I'm just trying to keep my finger on the pulse as it's continuing to move around. And that's the whole thing behind this Fireside chat. Please, 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 please do not succumb to FOMO, because at the end of the day, these are luxury items that are not necessary for you to live your best life, period. End of discussion, full stop. You don't need any of this stuff. It's just more stuff. I'm just trying to stay educated. I'm just trying to stay up on it. And if I find some stuff that I want to go out there and back, then I'm going to. But that doesn't mean you should. All right. So please don't go down that route with me. Okay. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Yeah. Especially with something like this. Many other things that is not true. It's much better to ask for permission than forgiveness. But the tongue-in-cheek nature in which that was given, the tongue-in-cheek context in which it was given, 2 thumbs up for that statement, yes. Too late, I'm already looking up candles on Amazon. All right, cool. Brant Sanderson is here. Hello, Brant. Friends who back all-in crowdfunding projects are very good friends to have. That is correct. Yep, games are toys. That is absolutely what it is. They do not have the importance that many people seem to give them. They are just toys. So thankfully, the giant multi-box mini crazy skirmish dungeon crawlers don't interest me. Well, interestingly enough, I don't think I have any of those things on this thing. Well, maybe one, and I did back it, but I backed it because Jesse is going to enjoy playing a certain character in it. But we'll get to that later. And that was really the main reason I backed that campaign, and that's probably not a very good back for that reason. But I think it's also going to be a big, huge game as well. So, and I enjoy one of its predecessors as well too. So there you have it. All right, let's see here, Smolder. Just keeping it real, y'all. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so thank you, Luke, for saying that. I do not want people to have FOMO or anything like that. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm just trying to talk about this and enjoy talking about some of these things. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to start with all of the Kickstarter crowdfunding campaigns, 5 of them. I'm going to do 5 crowdfunding Kickstarters that are still running, and then there are going to be 5 GameFound projects that 2 of which are still running, and then 3, I believe, are, is it 3? 1, 2, why are there only 4? Oh no, I missed one. I think I accidentally deleted one. I'll try to find it. But anyway, you get it. Your Smolder looks more like a gawk. There you have it. That is it. That is it. I'm gawking. Some people look like Smolders, but hey, whatever. I am not good at any kind of flirtation. So, for you to say that my Smolder looks like a gawk makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. 100% perfect sense. All right, here we go. I guess that means that I think a Smolder is a way to flirt, so maybe it isn't. Again, that's how good at dating I am, which is why I'm super happy I am married, because I hate dating. Hate dating. Because I'm super awkward at it. Anyway, hey, it worked on Jesse, and that's all that matters. I don't think I used the Smolder, my gawk, on Jesse. I was just myself, and she was just herself, and that's why it all worked, I think. Anyway, yes, you are correct. That's all that matters. All right, here we go. First one up, and this is one that I have backed because Vikings, y'all. So here we go. We're going to start looking at Fate, the Defenders of Grimheim, a cooperative adventure board game set in Norse mythology. Now, let's go ahead and scroll up. It has so far 1,852 backers, and it has pledged $172,941 out of the 10,000 needed to fund. It has only 19 hours left. So it just ticked down to 19 as we were going through that intro process. So Fate, the Defenders of Grimheim, 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, 30 minutes per player, so it can possibly go up to 2 hours. I am getting a phone call, and that is unfortunate because I don't know who this is. Hello?
Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm ready to come home. I can't find my phone to tell the kids to take Dante home with Daphne.
Okay. All right, I will.
Come into church, I'll have to ping with my watch.
Okay. All right.
Or try to do it. I know you're in the middle of a live.
Yep, I am in the middle of a live. No, it's fine, babe. It's fine. It's at work, right?
Yes, I've used it multiple times here today.
Yeah. So it's got to be there.
Okay. I know.
Just look for it.
We'll come back on the way to church.
Okay. All righty. I love you.
Sorry, bye.
It's okay. Bye-bye. All right. Jessie can't find her phone. Oh, well. Was it the fire department? No, it wasn't the fire department. Although long before Instaback for Sam, I would not say Instaback. And here's the reason why it's not an Instaback for me. Where is it? This right here. Fricks Games. And it's not that I don't like Fricks Games, but it's because I don't necessarily like this game right here. I'm not a huge fan of Terraforming Mars, and with that being said, I don't think that this even looks or feels anything like Terraforming Mars. But I will say this. My first look at this game, that's what I latched onto from the makers of Terraforming Mars. I was like, pass. Because I don't want a game like Terraforming Mars that has Vikings on it. But as I looked more into it, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a game like anything like Terraforming Mars. So I mean, for first off, it's a tower defense game, a cooperative game from 1 to 4 players, and it's not competitive like Terraforming Mars is. So as I began to look more at this game, I became more willing to say, yes, this is something I want to back, because as games are, okay, let's just put it that way. Fricks Games has got my attention, so to speak, because they did design one of the more popular games that's out there. Now, you know, so I don't have any reason to not back this, because it's from established designers. The production looks really good. It's a cooperative game. I love cooperative games. It has a solo mode, which is important to me at this point. And I'm not. I don't dislike tower defense games. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on here, and on top of that, it's got some pretty cool minis. I like the artwork. I like the pieces. I like the base crystals. You have dice here, the 8 damage dice, which are just regular pip dice, it looks like. But then you also have custom dice when you resolve attacks and effects. Just a lot of cool stuff here, all right? And it is not, as Vanessa said earlier, one of those multi-box huge things that's going to cost me $350, $400. I think I went with the all-in pledge, and the all-in pledge was right there, Viking Legend, $150. $162. It's 149 euros. But this is something that I felt comfortable backing. because it's got some people that know how to design a good game. It looks like it's got great component qualities, great artwork, and it looks like I'm going to enjoy the fun as well. So you can take a look there. They have daily reveals, and so forth going on. But this is just one that I thought was interesting. And yes, it was after I got past this right here, after I got past that right there, then it was almost an insta-back. I did have to look a little bit more into it, but it's right around the play area time of what I want as well, or rather the playtime area. 2 hours or less is really what I'm most of the time looking for. I'll spend more than that playing other kinds of games, but 2 hours or less is really kind of a sweet spot for me right now. I'm assuming Jessie can't find her phone. That is correct. Sam called Jessie her phone. Maybe she can still hear it. Well, she's using her Find Her Phone app on her watch, and that's not terraforming Europe in blood. No, looks like they learned their lesson about card art. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe so. Includes a solo mode. Yep, it sure does. So that is that. I will try to call. Now that you mention that, maybe it will help. I doubt it, but you never know. So I'm calling. Let's see if it works. So that is Fate Defenders of Grimheim. Did I say that right? Yeah, Grimheim. Defenders of Grimheim. Fate Defenders of Grimheim. So I enjoy it. I think I'm going to enjoy this one a lot. Looking forward to that one coming in. Next one. Yeah, doesn't look like she found it. All right. Let's see here. This one is the next one. Triumph by Phalanx. Phalanx is pretty cool. Let me go ahead and just, oh no, don't look up. What in the world are you doing? Here we go. So you have 15 of these guys created. So we'll do that real quick. Open link in a new tab. So they have some pretty cool things that have come out in the past. So these are all games that, like I remember playing Germania Magna. That was a fun game. Hannibal, U-Boot rather. These are all solid games. This is a solid publisher. Usually it's one they've come out with. I don't know about. I wouldn't say heavier games. Just kind of like. What's the best way to put it? More militaristic, I guess. So there's focuses on a lot of different things. Martin Wallace's Nanti-Narking is another one that they've done. So you kind of get the idea, right? We're not dealing with some fly-by-night kind of company. So Triumph, embark on a journey to shape the destiny of the Roman Republic and become its first emperor. 2 to 5 players. This is what makes me nervous, and I have not backed it because of this, but 60 plus minutes. So you're going to be playing at least an hour. That always gives me a little bit of a pause because at 5 players, it's only an hour game. Doubt that. It's probably going to be more than that. Why didn't they put a more concrete time on there? That makes me worry a little bit. But I do like this little thing here that Kickstarter has started doing where you can put chapter breaks in, basically. So you can go all the way down to the overview if you wish. So here you have the overview of the game. Heart of the game lies in a deck of cards representing your family's most illustrious historical figures. You'll use them to secure key offices, gain clients, legions, so forth. Triumph encompasses many diverse regions of the ancient world and Rome that has conquered, and you dare conquer them for the Republic. So I wish they would have had a not the magnifying glass here. I wish I could have just seen the board a little bit closer, but each card's art will be unique. That's pretty cool, and I do like the art. The art looks good. The board doesn't look bad either. I just wish that was out of the way so that we could get a better look at the actual board art. So, I mean, there's a picture of it set up. These plastic miniature buildings look really cool to me. The deluxe components are what really kind of, these look a little wonky, but these guys look good. The Legionnaires, those look good. Even without that though, the intrigue markers look good. Nah, this is okay. That's why I like the deluxe components on these games. But the artwork is really good. I like the way it looks. There's a picture of the board, a little bit better picture. So, if I were to back this deluxe edition, that's not bad. 113 bucks for a deluxe edition of a game. I've got some buddies that are very pumped about Roman themed games. So this is one that I'm considering at the very least. But again, well, you've got to have, wow, somebody went all in and actually did, you know, dress up for Triumph. That's pretty funny. So you get it. This is just something I thought was interesting to see. Nothing really, except for Phalanx's name, nothing else really pops out as far as Raymond DeMaria. I don't know them. Vladimir Gumini, don't know them either. So I'm not really connected on either of those names, but Phalanx is the name that I would be trusting if I were to back this one. So there you have it. Free for each backer with the Deluxe Edition. So you get free coins, metal coins it looks like, and a free building, the aqueducts, for every backer if you back right now. Interesting. Wow, look at the board. I like that. I really like, it's like a mosaic type thing. Ooh, nice. That's a cool choice. That's a cool choice for graphic design. That is really neat. It looks like a mosaic. That's super cool. Well, can't say that I'm going to actually do it, but that puts me a little bit closer. Anyway, that is Triumph. This has 13 days to go, y'all. 13 days to go, so you can go check that out. The next one, this one is a little bit of a different kind of game. This is called Photo Tour. And Photo Tour is where you're basically just going to be taking snapshots of different things. Now, this one jumped to my attention partially because of a conversation that I had with JT about somebody that he met on the cruise. And it's a guy that literally travels around the world finding places where board game covers are made to represent, and then he takes a picture of himself with that board game standing where the cover of the board game depicts it's from. And I was like, holy crap, that's a hobby and a half. That's got to be super expensive. But when I saw this, I immediately thought of that guy that JT met on the cruise. And I thought, what a neat idea for a game, that you're going to be traveling around from different spots. You have, each player has their own little scrapbook, so to speak, of where you're placing all of your different pictures that you've taken, snapshots that you've taken. 30 to 60 minutes, 1 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. That's really kind of a sweet spot for me right now as far as the kinds of games that I'm interested in showing to other people, the kinds of games that I know other people will want to play. This has an interesting looking table appeal. The artwork is pretty cool. This is all, these are all kind of examples of what the artwork's going to look like. So, you know, some of it, you know, like this one I'm not really taken with. I don't really necessarily like that fox, but some of the other panoramics, like these pictures up here, these are really nice looking. That's nice looking artwork. So I would imagine they have more than one artist. Let me see, do they say? Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast. Does not talk about the artist here anywhere. Let's see. That I can see. But anyway, you are a travel photographer. You're trying to take as many stunning photos of landmarks across the USA and Canada, and you add them to your traveler's journal. So it's gonna be cool. Awesome artwork. 58 breathtaking locations. Yeah, I'm looking for the artist's name. I don't see it anywhere. But the board is okay, whatever, ho hum. But I do. Oh, there we go. Illustrated by Dmitry Isakovich. Dmitry Isakovich. Interesting. I'm unaware of him or anything else that he's done. So, and these are pictures of real places, which is another cool thing. Another reason why I would like, I'm interested in the game. So that's cool. I really like this. It's given me kind of a, you know, some of those like trekking, you know, the national parks games, and Cascadia gives me that same kind of vibe. Although I know that the Cascadia tiling, I understand the differences there, but it's giving me that same kind of group vibe of games. So I think that's pretty interesting. Let me see here. Is that you? Jess? Okay. So this one looked interesting to me as well. I like the meeples. I like the little transport dice that you're rolling for either planes, cars, or buses. First player token. Premium components are also pretty cool. You get a metal first player token. I don't know that that's necessary, but it'll be cool. And then you also get a custom insert as well, which is a work in progress. So I get that. Then you have a photo tour expansions. I don't know about this. 7 postcards, 12 route tokens. Okay, I don't know that that's necessary, but this looked interesting. And the premium components is 89, so you'll get all of these, all applicable stretch goals. So I wonder if that's on top of. Yeah, it looks like it. Wow, that's unfortunate. That's more than the game. That's got to be including the game. Come on. Premium components edition features. Okay, features, not okay. So it looks like premium. You have the Kickstarter edition, which is going to be that much, and then you have the premium components, which is basically $30 more. Okay. Then you can buy the one that has the photo tour in it for another $10. So 60 to $100. That's not incredibly bad. But this one just caught my eye because I like the theme. I think the theme is cool, and I like the artwork, and I like the fact that it's one of those kinds of games that I think you can take to game night and people will just absolutely enjoy. Because it's got the right time and it's got the right number of players. But there you have it. That is Photo Tour. Next, this one was one that I really thought was interesting looking. I like Horrified a lot. Horrified is one of our favorite family games, and it's just one of those that I have super enjoyed. And it goes with that idea of having all of these different cryptids that are all over, these different legendary creatures that are all over the place, or supposedly, you know, according to legend. And this is all about finding and protecting them, not hunting them down and killing them like you would in Horrified. But I thought this was just an interesting theme, or rather an interesting use of a theme that I already enjoy. I already enjoy cryptid themes. I think they're interesting. I think they're cool. But having them be in kind of like we're trying to protect them instead of trying to hunt them down or just, find them and expose them, I think that's a cool idea. Now, I'm a big aesthetic person. It's aesthetically pleasing, as you can see here, but I also do like the fact that it's got some neat component choices in it that I thought were super, super cool. Because when you're using a tile laying game or a tile placement game or something like that, where you're having to build something with little cardboard pieces, what's one of the things that usually happens? You shift those tiles and everything just gets askew, right? This actually has magnetic pieces for when you're building your sanctuaries. I thought that was super cool idea. This is gimmicky, I understand that, but it is a super cool idea because it seeks to start answering that question or solving that problem of having tiles placed on a grid that just shift around all the time without having to have raised surfaces on the grid. So you make the board out of a magnetic material, you make your tiles magnetic as well, problem solved. I thought this was a great idea, a great idea. So I just really thought this was a great idea. And I like the fact that they have magnetic components, magnetic player boards, magnetic terrain tiles, and then all of these other cryptid tiles here. Sanctuary fences, which are also magnetic. I really, really like that. There's a solo mode where you can get in the poacher's way and save the cryptids from his evil intentions. Ooh, the evil poacher. I like it. This is something that I'm really leaning into possibly getting because I really like the theme. I love this little component solution, and I think it looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. The artwork is just amazing, and I love the idea. So if you go down and you look at some of the things here, so you go to, you're going to be traveling around Europe, moving your cryptozoologist to different regions and cities. You have to collect evidence. When you move to these different places, you're trying to track them down. Then you're also going to be building a unique sanctuary on your own board. You also have the ability to relocate the cryptids to your sanctuary. And then you're also going to be upgrading your skills on another board as well. So I just think that this looks like a cool idea. Looks like a really cool idea. Looks like there's going to be probably, I would imagine it's going to be slightly heavier than they are wanting to make it out to be. So if I go back up to the top, to the story, they are saying it is 90 plus minutes. I hate it when they say 90 plus because it's like it's going to be at least an hour and a half. So buckle up, Buttercup. But here's the thing, 10 plus. That means a 10-year-old can handle it. It can't go much more than 90 minutes, I would imagine. 1 to 4 players. Okay. I'm willing to give this one a whirl, I think. Haven't done it yet, but we'll probably talk to Jess about it, see what happens. Let's see here. Can't have the Roman Empire without aqueducts. You are correct. Yeah, the map also reminds me of Concordia, at least from a distance. Yeah, I just saw this one, Luke said. This is more like my kind of game, especially the theme. Aha, ha ha ha. We did the same thing when we were on last Hanamakoji in Kyoto, but That would be too expensive to be the reason for travel. Yeah, I know, right? Why am I here? My goal was to buy significantly less this year. I know, right? All right, one more on Kickstarter, and then we'll take a break and come back to GameFound. The next one is, oh wait, let's see. Crypted Nature has 19 days left. So they're at 2,824 backers, and they've raised almost 260,000. So they are definitely funded. They're definitely going forward, but you've got 19 days left to make your decision whether or not you're going to jump in. All right. So that is Crypted Nature. Next, we have a blast from the past. I didn't even know that the Good Cop, Bad Cop was still available, let alone in its 4th edition. And now they have a Zombies expansion. Hello. Now again, low backers, only 184 backers. They have funded, so it is going to happen. You've got 8 days left to take a look at this one. But the classic social deduction game has been perfected in this 4th edition. Zombies expansion removes player elimination. So that's pretty interesting to me. This is a game that I really enjoyed back in the day. And this is a little bit more of a nostalgic pick for me than anything else. But they have a whole bunch going on here. So you have all of this. You see the Dice Tower. It was a nominee for Best Party Game in 2014 from the Dice Tower. Seal of Excellence. I think Tom and I gave that to it. Maybe just Tom. But this little graphic was funny. Meanwhile, the zombies have overrun the precinct. I know, it's part of the new expansion. I love that kind of humor. So you kind of get the idea. There's a new game mat that comes with this newer expansion, 4th edition. You have new integrity card art, new curated equipment, new personal reference cards, a gun for everyone. Hey, hey, hey. In Zombies, there's no player elimination. You can be on the zombie team. There are zombie arms instead of guns. So this is just a really neat game where you're trying to figure out who's who and eliminate the other team, be the last team standing, that kind of thing. So this was more of a nostalgic pick than anything else. I just remember playing Good Cop, Bad Cop way back in the day. For it to have a new 4th edition, and I don't have this game anymore, so it might be worth it to back it, to get it, all of the expansions, all the new stuff, and a bigger box that everything will fit in. So maybe this will be something that I look at later on. 8 days left. It's already funded by over 200%, so it's good to go. You're just basically, buying a game at that point. So generally speaking, things can go wrong. But I think that these guys will probably be good to go as long as they have funded. So they have. So that is Good Cop, Bad Cop, the 4th edition. As we go back here now, there are some things that we're going to talk about. Let me just make sure that there isn't anything here that we need to. Artwork still looks like 2014 though, but that's part of the draw. That's part of the thing. I thought the artwork, the comic book nature look of it, I thought it was fine. But again, I get it. It looks like an old game. It is an old game. So there you go. Matthew Rose is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Not My Eyeball Games. Hello, Anthony's. Are you going to make more of these crowdfunding videos? I hope you do. This kind of stuff is great and helpful. Well, I don't know that I'll do it every week. Maybe I'll do it once a month. I'm planning on doing the Fireside chats once a week. And then maybe one of those 4 weeks will be on crowdfunding for that month or something to that effect. Matthew Rose is here. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Good Cop. The Good Cop is the zombie who just moans in his chair. Artwork still looks like 2014 or older. Wow. Look, forgive my partner's behavior. He's just hungry and wants to wants to eat your brain. Wants to pick your brain. That's funny. All right. Are we good? let's continue going. All right. So as we're moving on to GameFound, there are 2 live campaigns that are going on that I've picked, and then there are 2. There was 3, but there are 2. I can't remember what I did with the other one. There are 2 live campaigns, and then 2 are going to be, they are at the Pledge Manager phase. So you can still go on and get them, but it'll take, it's late pledge. You're not actually going to be helping fund the campaign. You're just adding money to the campaign at that point. So that's a cool thing, though. But first one, 2nd edition for Last Light. So Last Light 2nd edition with a new alien pack. So you guys know about Last Light. Roy Cannaday is designed a great game. Now, JT and I have played it once. We've not been able to get it back to the table just yet, but we are going to, and we want to play it with more people. But just from that initial play, and based on the times that I played it while it was still being designed, I can safely say now that it's a game that I can get behind. It is very fun, and one of the cool things that as we scroll through here, there's a quote from Jamie Stegmaier. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It's towards the end, I guess. Yeah, right there. Everything I was doing was not only making me better and didn't just make me feel good about that turn, but was pushing me toward the end of the game. And that's one of the cool things. I'm not super good at articulating my words on the fly. If I have time to plan, to write down, and all that kind of stuff, I'm fine. I do great. This is something that really this quote kind of really grounded how I feel about the game. You're not just doing things to do things. You're doing things that make your race better and improve your position in the game, but also push you towards the end of the game. And I like that feeling in the game, and I really appreciate that Jamie was able to articulate that for me. It's a meaty, strategic, thoughtful game that plays in under an hour with a huge group of people. There's no other game that meets those conditions on our collection. So the Thinker Themers, Amy, and so, excuse me, Dan King. Best part of the game for me is how fast and snappy the turns are, yet how much depth you have in the things that you're doing. I love that. So, Ruel Gaviola, it blows everything else I've played this year out of the water. I really enjoyed all my plays of this. Wow. Super huge. The idea of doing a 4X game in a short period of time is kind of that mythical holy grail. The fact is, Roy has pulled it off. Wow. So you kind of get the idea, right? This is a solid purchase, and this is a great game. You're going to be able to have a lot of time, a lot of fun playing this game, and I just wanted to bring it out there. It is, I think this is only a couple days old at this point, so it has 487% funded. That's amazing. And there are 21 days left. So if you didn't get in on Last Light the first go around, this is your chance to do it. So that is Last Light 2nd edition. Another one is Earthborne Rangers, and this is a second printing as well. This one looked interesting to me. Honestly, the reason this one caught my eye was because it doesn't look like it should be getting $600,000, but it is. And so it made me look at it a little bit longer. I have not played Earthborne Rangers. I did not even know it was a 2nd edition. But one of the cool things is the artwork. And I am a super aesthetic person. I like the artwork a lot. These panoramics, this is just really cool. You almost miss this guy over here in the corner. I don't know what he would be, an ent or something to that effect. But you almost miss that guy because of the grandeur of that artwork. So it is, and this is like an amazing piece as well. ranger standing her ground against this spider-ish looking thing. So one of the things that kind of made me pause was this line right here. It is familiar to many an LCG. Not a huge fan of living card games. But if it just plays like a living card game and it is all in one, then I'm okay with it. But, you know, having it be a card game and then it is, you know, already $80. I don't know. I don't know, because it's just a lot. But it caught my attention, so I wanted to share it to you. I probably am not going to back this, especially something like this where you have a $205 all-in gameplay for a card game. That's just not my bag, y'all. But it did catch my attention, and it looks great. Don't get me wrong. I love the artwork. I love the idea of there being a structure that you can follow, or you can actually make your own story as you go along through it. And because the way the mechanisms work, from what I read at least, is that it also allows you to kind of branch out onto your own tangent and kind of make your own story out of it. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's cool if it does that. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. If you hadn't seen it, I would imagine you probably have, if you follow crowdfunding campaigns and all of that kind of stuff, because you probably do it more than I do. I'm just starting to get into this, but I do like the look of this game. I just don't know that it's going to be a game that I back, but maybe it is one for you, which is why I'm covering it. So that is Earthborne Rangers second printing plus the expansions. So there you have it. All right, okay, Game Found, you're using cookies. You've told me that 3 times now, so back up off me, dude. So let's see here. Super Balls in Space? What? I played this and loved it. I want the expansion so I can try 8-player. I have to say congrats to Roy. Yep. I'm not a big fan of Earthborne Rangers, Matthew says. I've watched it played, but maybe it would be different if I was the one playing it. I hope that makes sense. It does make sense. I sat through a demo at PAX U. I'm not sure how I felt about the game. I was so tired I kept nodding off and felt really bad about it. Wow. Okay, well, that's probably more of a non-endorsement than you would think, Vanessa. I get it that you're at a convention and maybe you're a little bit more tired than you usually would, but if a demo doesn't keep you from falling asleep, maybe not. Did I miss Sam covering Kabuto Sumo Slam, Sakura Slam? Nope, I haven't covered that. Keep that in mind though. I'll go back to look at it. Hasn't mentioned it yet. Thanks, David. But he did just coin the term crowdfunding. Funding. Oh, fanding? Oh, did I? Sorry. All right, so the next 2 are going to be game founds that you can late pledge for, and the first one is this one. This is one that I did back because, well, I'll just go ahead and show you why as soon as I can get to it. So if we go here and we look at this, and okay, Batman, yes, wow, cool. That's why I backed it right there. And it's not for me. It is not for me. It is, oh, crowdfunding, for fans of crowdfunding. Yes, yeah, crowdfunding. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That right there is why I backed it. Jess is going to love having that miniature. I'll probably even paint it for her. But it's a great looking miniature. And that's the painted version, I believe. But it's also got the Flash. It's got Green Canary. I love the color of that, that's for sure. Cyborg. Hawk Girl. Green Arrow, which is cool. And then Lex Luthor. You have Lois Lane as a bystander. You have Jimmy Olsen. That's cool. Perry White. Martha. Why did you say that name? Bibowski. That's cool. Lana Lang. Dan Turpin. So anyway, it's I really enjoyed the Marvel Zombicide, and so Deceased came out. It's kind of like a no-brainer. Hopefully, I'm hoping, if they don't, that's fine, but I'm hoping that you'll be able to use one with the other. You know, characters from one will work with characters of with the other, so you can have a pretty cool what-if scenarios thrown in there. I hope they do that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know for sure. I haven't really looked into it that much. I just really enjoyed Marvel Zombicide. This one I think looks almost the same, if I can put it that way, but and I'm looking forward to it. So this is one that I did not go in. The Omega Pledge is like, are you kidding me? $400? No, thank you. Absolutely no, thank you. I don't need all that stuff. I probably won't be able to play with all that stuff. I probably won't even be able to play all of this stuff, and that was still $130. So again, there's just so much to this game. I did get the extra dice pack because of that right there. So there's that. Let's see here. My friend seems to like Earthborne Rangers, though. Okay, friends liked it, but you didn't. You fell asleep during the demo. Got it, Vanessa. My Game Found Pledge Manager for Deceased is broken. I backed one all in, but I somehow have 3 separate pledges, and they have no idea how that happened. Well, hopefully you get that figured out. That's a lot of money. This game looks like it's a slippery slope. Content never ending. I love the theme, but it reminds me of the Zombicide effect of endless content. Warm your wallet up. Yeah, and that's exactly where you simply have to say no. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get the base game. I'm just going to get the pledge, the stretch goals. I'm just going to get that. I'm not going to spend 3 times that much money on a bunch of stuff that I don't need and that I'm probably not hardly ever going to use. You simply have to say no. So I get that. So all I did was the anti-life pledge. I did not do the Omega pledge because that's a lot of money. So I did not do that. Let's see. So moving on. And this one was JT inspired. This next one is JT inspired. I am not going to back this one though, because I'm more than sure that JT is going to back it. So I know I'll be able to experience it through JT. I'm pretty sure he already did back it. If not though, if he didn't, and if he's not, then I might come in here and do it, because this one did hit my radar when it was first announced at, I want to say it was either a Gen Con or an Essen a while ago. A couple years ago, I think, is when it was first announced. And I thought then, wow, Martin Wallace with this artwork looks pretty awesome to me. So I've had my eye on this game for a long time. This is one that JT had on his most anticipated games for 2024. So that's telling me that I'm pretty sure he already backed it. But we'll see how that shows up. Double-sided game board, and again, the artwork just looks really cool. You get all these player wooden pieces, those hero figures, hero tiles, 64 cards, so 64 doubloons, a bunch of these things, a bunch of resource tokens, and player aids. So it looks really good. Looks really, really, really good. So I'm hoping that JT went ahead and purchased it. If not, I'm going to put some serious thought into doing so. But that is all the ones that I had prepared to talk about. So we'll go over here and click there, and then do that. So that's all the ones that I decided to talk about today. There were some that some people have asked about. So Kabuto, there was one called Arc, and there was another one called Kabuto, whatever, Kabuto, what is it? Sumo Sakura Slam. All right, so let's see what comes up here. That's on Kickstarter. I've got it looked up here. Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam. All play. Okay, all right. Wow, that looks like a dexterity game. Am I right? Am I right? New square arena, 8 new wrestlers. Corner posts create a new obstacle. Mix and match wrestlers of any Kabuto Sumo game. Oh. All in bundle $150. I guess. Oh, I see. All right, here we go. Let's put it up here. Let's go ahead and do this so we can look at it for everybody. Everybody can join in. Let's see here. I'm resizing everything, so give me a moment. All right, here we go. So this is an interesting little concept here. So you are basically just trying to push things off of the arena, which, Fix corner posts. Quality stuff, production on the raised platform, over and over demanding more sumo. New arena features a notched pushing platform. Interesting. Fixed corners. Okay. Tagging corners. I don't understand what tagging. Oh, okay. When you push from a corner you haven't pushed from before, you place a marker tagging that corner. Place one on each of the 4 posts to take a second push action immediately. Okay. This does look interesting. Components look amazing as well. So looks like setup will take a while. Wow, that does look interesting. Thank you for bringing this up. I'm going to take a look at this. All Play's a great company. Got to spend some time with Joe on the cruise and play a game of World Wonders with him. He's a great guy. Got to talk to him a little bit other than that as well, and enjoyed that time with him. So this is something I'll take a look at, definitely. Thank you for bringing it up. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Chaos Cove looks cool. Mario Party like. Oh, okay. That's pretty. What do you think about Doom Guard, Sam? Or did I miss that? You did. You didn't miss it. Fee is here. Good to see you. Sam, have you heard of the sumo game where 2 people wear cloth diapers and ram their stomachs together? It's going to be Kickstarter soon. No, I haven't. And that does not sound interesting to me at all. I apologize for being a possible, you know, for possibly being a spoil sport there, but that doesn't sound fun to me at all. That sounds kind of annoying. I'm not going to wear diapers, and I don't want to slam my stomach into somebody else's because I'll probably hurt them. All right, another one was ARC. So ARC. Kickstarter, maybe? ARCs by Patrick Leader. Yep, that's the one. 3 to 4 players, age 14, 1 to 2 hours. The artwork is interesting. I wouldn't say it's great. Oh, I don't like the board, but so it's a fast-playing science fiction game from Cole Worley, Kyle Farron, and the award-winning team that brought you Root and Oath. Okay, those are big names. Big name game. The game opens in the final days of a decaying empire. Will you find the opportunity in this crisis? So, build, research, and battle to prove your mettle. Dozens of unique objectives. Dynamic action system. So, okay, it's built on a trick-taking game engine. Emphasizes both careful planning and daring gambits. Each round, the lead player sets the agenda by playing a card. Other players follow it by playing a card of the same suit and higher, copy it by playing any card face down, or pivot a new tactic by playing off suit. Following suit maximizes your actions, and it might make you the lead player, but copying it and pivoting let you respond to immediate opportunities and threats. Interesting. Dramatic battles. Looks like there's some dice-borne combat. Campaign expansion. Okay. How much longer do we have on this? Oh, it's a late pledge. Okay. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it in depth a little bit later on. But, oh, you guys weren't. Oh, I'm sorry. Dadgummit. Here we go. I'll just scroll through this a little bit. So, ARCs. There's the board. 3 to 4 players. Interesting. It doesn't go down to 1 or 2. That's a huge strike for me. That's a big strike because I want to be able to teach myself how to play the game by myself or with me and Jess. And 1 to 2 hour game. So there's the, you know, the lead card is this, and then you can play off of it. Dramatic battles, you roll some dice, do some defense, and do some hits. Campaign mode. So I'm just showing you everything that I was talking about, that's all. Some first impressions from these people. So... Well, there you have it. Okay. Let's see here. What else is next? You familiar with Canvas? Root in space with trick taking. Hard pass for me. That's actually really funny. You're welcome, Sam. Thank you. What the? Kabuto Sumo always reminded me of the money game where you add a quarter and hope more money falls out. Yeah, but you don't lose a fortune trying to play it. I'm totally kidding, but yes, you would totally hurt someone. Yes, I would. Let's see here. All right, Doomguard is next, I think, and that will be the next one. Let's go ahead and look at Doomguard. Let's see here, Doomguard. Need to run to the store. Be right back. All right, see you later, David. Steph is here. Hello, Sam in chat. Canvas. I'll look at Canvas in just a minute. Kickstarter. Let's see. I'm looking up Doomguard right now. Doomguard by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Oh, well. Looky. Project was canceled. Creator canceled this project. No funds were collected. 380 backers pledged $48,000, which was 96.57% of the $50,000 goal. Why did they cancel it today? I am not joking. I will show it to you so that you will know that I am not. You can no longer back now, so this is no longer true. Says creator canceled this project. No funds were collected. 380 backers pledged $48,000. Let's see. So 48 grand divided by 380. It's about 126 bucks per person. Maybe around 130. Doomguard regroups. Let's go to the update. Let's see what happened. It's time to withdraw and regroup. Our Guardians have taken some hard blows in the first outing against Forces of Evil. The little company definitely stumbled when it came to entering a new category like board games. We're going to return to our headquarters, regroup, and relaunch in a few months with the lessons we've learned and a few other surprises. We'll update everyone when we rework our manufacturing and shipping quotes. Based on all the changes we made during the campaign. Then we'll venture out to all new plan, fight the dreadful forces of evil. Interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't like to see people have to cancel, but I guess it's good that they've learned some new things and they know that they need to make some changes and come back later on. But that's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. I don't like reading about that. But I mean, the silver lining is that it'll hopefully work out better for him next time. Doomguard canceled. Yep, the Dice Tower just played this on the channel this week. Whoa, man, that stinks. Canvas. All right, let me look at Canvas. Canvas board game. By Road to Infamy. Oh, buy now. Ooh, oh, okay. That looks interesting. All right, it looks like this is this was a successful project back in September, and thank you for bringing this up, Luke. Let me go ahead and put it on the big screen so everybody can see it. This actually looks pretty cool. So Canvas, layer transparent cards to create unique illustrations, a spatial puzzle for a game for 1 to 5 players. This actually looks really cool. They smashed their pledge goal. Good night. 16,000 backers? My goodness. Who's doing this? Doesn't say because it's not longer 1 to 5, 14 plus, only 30 minutes. Excellent, combines so many things. That's a really neat thing. That's just really cool. I will have to look at that. Oh, you can actually hang the box on the on the wall. That's pretty cool. So looks like a small game too. Everybody has their own easel. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that all looks really neat, actually. Neato Frito, man. That's a cool idea. That looks really neat. Thank you for bringing that up, Luke. I think this will go really, really cool, actually. Have to look into that. Thank you for bringing that up, Luke. I appreciate it. Oh, let's see here. I own Canvas in both expansions, but I haven't played it in well over a year. It'll likely leave my collection. Oh, it's a fine enough game, but I just don't find myself drawn to it anymore. Oh, this is on BGA. Good game. It's fun. It's Aza's favorite game. They have the base game and 2 expansions, and they have a big box to fit it all in coming to Kickstarter. Oh, okay. Even if a project barely funds, I would still be skeptical. Yeah, understood. I think Jesse would like Canvas. Vanessa says it's a very chill game. I'd still play it if someone wanted to. Just don't need it in my collection. Cool. Kabuki Kid is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I think we are about done as far as things that I have to go over. If you guys have anything else that you wanted to highlight, we could definitely do that. I'm scanning ahead. I'm scanning above to see if I missed anything, any other projects. I don't think I missed anything. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm not missing anything. Figured you might be repping soon. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty soon. I do have my Fireside Kabuki. Do want to make sure that you see that. I even dimmed the lights in here so that you could see the lights flickering. I'm sorry, the fire flickering. Not lights. They're not lights. It's fire. It's real fire. It's not real fire at all. You often come in just as the stream is ending. Work on your timing. Wow. Man, Vanessa, just tell her how it is. Oh, Strider, you and your eyeballs, bro. Gotta get you cleaned up today. What is the deal? Gross, man. That's gross. You're gross, Strider puppers. Sorry, was on the road, actually. Well, no worries. No worries. Okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you taking time to spend it here with me, talking about some crowdfunding stuff that's pretty cool to look at. So, again, I want to make sure everybody's clear. My goal here is not to provide more FOMO. It is to simply educate myself and talk about it with you guys as we go along. And thank you, everyone, for showing me some of the ones that you did. Arc, Sabuto, man, I can't even say the name correctly. I'll find it again, though. Sabuto Sumo Sakura Slam. So I'll be checking that one out. Arc, probably not so much. That didn't really strike my fancy that much. Canvas, however, does. And I'll be looking at some of those things as well. Oh, I have a couple of these electronic candles. They're nice, but they eat batteries at light speed. Oh, relax. I included a winky face. Did you look at Dragon Eclipse? I did see that. We'll probably talk about that last time. Well, let me go take a look at it real quick. I did see it. Dragon Eclipse. Oh yeah, Awakened Realms. That's going to be a huge. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not even going to look at this. Sorry. They did 4.4 million on their GameFound campaign. Yeah. Gee whiz, those minis look amazing. 3 unique modes: adventure, 1v1, and roguelite experience. Interesting. Yeah, this is one of those games, man, where you purchase something and you gotta have it all. 37 unique mistlings, 30 in the core box, and 7 stretch goals. Huh, that's interesting. Alex from Board Game Co., I believe, works for Awakened Realms. Or at least, no, he works for GameFound, maybe. But, okay. Yeah, he works for GameFound, not Awakened Realms. Just Awakened Realms. Well, that's kind of almost, I don't know. That's a blurry line. My goodness. Okay, see, look, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to be negative here. It's just that these kinds of campaigns just... Okay, Dragon Eclipse Special Edition, 120 bucks. And core box, all the stretch goals, miniatures, credit tokens, shipping will be paid afterwards. Okay. Delivery September 2024. Got it. Standard edition is 55 bucks. Standard pledge, including the core box with all the stretch goals, shipping will be... Okay. So what's the... Why is this half the cost of this? That's what I don't understand. I guess I just have to look at it. Essential gameplay is 79 bucks. And the Guardian edition, which is where everybody is wanting to go probably, is $264. I don't know. I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much here. I don't know. I don't know. I just have so many games that have this many boxes that never make it to the table because they're so big. I don't know. It looks really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to poo-poo it, but this just doesn't appeal to me. It's too big. It's too big. I don't have enough room. And it's, your pledge is safe with us. That's cool. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Absolutely, because GameFound and Awakened Realms, they're solid people. Absolutely. 1 or 2. See, that's another thing. 1 or 2 players. I guess maybe. I don't know. Maybe JT will get it. I'm not going to back it though. It looks really cool though. Thank you for showing it to me. I did see it, and when I saw that it was 4.4 million, I immediately just kept going. Honestly, because I think I know why it got 4.4 million. Not to say that it's a bad game, but Awakened Realms is a solid company, and they make, I mean, those miniatures look amazing. But there you go. Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam, only 4 hours left. Oh, snap, really? Daggum. Show us. I will. The whale pledge. Don't get me wrong, that Dragon Mini looks awesome. Yep, but totally unnecessary. Maybe. I feel you, Sam. This would go into the line of shame. Yep. No, I didn't back it. I'm not going to back it. But Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam, I might go do that one. We'll have to go take a look at it. But I'm going to get out of here right now so I can get... I have 2, 4, 6, 8 rechargeable batteries getting their life sucked out of them, according to according to Kabuki Kid. Now, Kabuki, are you aware of that huge pun that you made? They are nice, but they eat batteries at light speed. Get it? Light speed. Glenn Justice here. Hey. Good to see you. Gonna back Last Light or just play JT's copy? I backed Last Light at the beginning. I have my own copy of Last Light sitting right there. I went all in on Last Light. Let's see. I think some people just buy board games for their role-playing miniatures. That might be. I was aware. I'm sure you were. All right. I'm out of here. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care. Thank you for everything. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for interacting. I appreciate it. See you later.